Hello Year 3, this is Miss Kanu speaking and welcome back to your geography session for week 2, spring 2. Today we are going to be looking at our carbon footprint and what that means. On your knowledge organizer, this can be found on the top left and it reads, a carbon footprint is the amount of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere because of one's own energy needs. Here is our knowing more and remembering more statements. Question 1. The amount of water is the same in each country across the world. Is it true or false? Question 2. Which word is used to mean not a lot? Is it A, scared, B, water miles, C, scarcity, or D, density? Question 3. Name one action anyone can do to save water. Question 4. Name one reason for why a place may not have a lot of fresh, clean water available. At this point in the presentation, if you can pause the slideshow, have a look through your answers, and when you are ready, press play. Here are the answers for our knowing more and remembering more statements. Question 1, the amount of water is the same in each country across the world. The answer is false. Question 2, which word is used to mean not a lot? The answer is scarcity. Question 3, name one action anyone can do to save water. And here are some options that you could have chosen from. Turn the tap off, shower instead of bath, only wash full loads of washing, etc. And question 4, name one reason for why a place may not have a lot of fresh, clean water available. You could have selected from either of these answers: overuse of water by people or animals, water pollution, not living close enough to sources of water, or drought, meaning not enough rainfall. Our key question for today's lesson is, how big is my footprint on the world? Our success criteria. I understand that daily activities create carbon dioxide. I can identify sustainable choices to reduce my carbon footprint. I understand the impact of my carbon footprint on the world. Here is our key vocabulary for the session. So keywords that you know, my turn, your turn: sustainability, fossil fuels, non-renewable sources. And keywords that you will meet today: carbon dioxide, greenhouse gas, carbon footprint. Many of our daily activities include: have a look at these photographs and can you spot the different motions or activities that are taking place? The energy needed for these simple routines produces a gas called carbon dioxide. This is known as a greenhouse gas because it traps heat, causing the earth to warm up. The more carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere, the worse it is for the environment. Here is a diagram that looks into what carbon dioxide is. So we can see it's a naturally occurring gas. Humans started emitting carbon dioxide during the Industrial Revolution. Human activity includes, but not limited to, transportation and electricity. Today, 30 billion tons per year of carbon dioxide, or 84%, is released to human activity. Carbon dioxide drives climate crisis and also affects the oceans, making them 30% more acidic. The amount of carbon you produce as a result of your daily activities is known as your carbon footprint. Everything we do has an impact on the environment. On this slide is an activity for you to do. On your devices at home or on your laptop that you're maybe using now, I would like you to click on the link and complete the survey to find out what your carbon footprint is. Please use this time to pause the slideshow and go to the link. I'm just going to read the caption that reads, "How big is your environmental footprint? The planet is in crisis, from climate change to the pollution in our oceans and devastations of our forests. It's up to all of us to fix it. Take your first step with our environmental footprint calculator." You may pause the slideshow here. So, here are many reasons that contribute to our carbon footprint. Your diet is an important part of your carbon footprint. The production process requires massive amounts of energy. And how you use energy at home plays a big part in your carbon impact on the world. Have a look at the diagram. Here are some examples. Can you be an active traveller? How would each of these suggestions reduce your carbon footprint? So, take public transport. If more people use buses and trains, they use less fuel per person, meaning less carbon dioxide is produced. Maybe go for a walk. You may feel better for the fresh air and get some exercise at the same time. Does your school, so our school, have bike or scooter racks? If so, use your own energy to get to school and reduce your carbon footprint. And ask yourselves, do my parents or my carers really need to drive? If the answer is yes, then try car sharing. That way you can still reduce the amount of carbon dioxide that is being produced. Can you be energy efficient at home? So most of you are at home now. How could you change your habits to reduce your carbon footprint? You could unplug, so leave those appliances on standby, continues to use electricity. So if you're not using them, switch them off. Switch off the lights when you leave a room. A simple way to stop wasting electricity. Energy saving light bulbs. Invest in energy saving light bulbs around your house. They last 15 times longer and use 80% less energy than other light bulbs. And that's saving money as well as energy. Cool water washing. Set your dishwasher or washing machine to a cooler setting. So have a conversation with the people who do the washing, or if you do the washing, with the people that you do it with. 90% of the energy needed goes towards heating the water. Food. I know a lot of us love food. Even the food you eat can affect your carbon footprint. Ready, steady, cook. By cooking meals from scratch, less energy would be used in terms of packaging. Seasonally eating our food. Eating food that is in season, there would be less fuel used to transport food from abroad and refrigerate it. Eating locally. Do you know where your food comes from? Can you buy food that was grown locally? That way there would be less energy used in transporting your food from other countries. Bag for life. This way you can reuse the bag again and again, therefore reducing waste and improving your carbon footprint. So if you are out shopping or your adults are out shopping, it's them using a bag that they can reuse on the next shop. Grow your own. Try growing your own food. All you need is a plant pot, some soil, some seeds, and a sunny spot. Strawberries are easy to grow in summer. Reduce, reuse, recycle. If you produce less waste, you can reduce your carbon footprint. Having a think, do you need all that packaging? Can you use that paper again? Reusing, so before you throw something away, consider, can it be reused? Plastic bags, paper cardboard, even clothes can all be reused. And you can organise a uniform swap shop at school. Compost, even food scraps can be recycled. I know some of us have those bins in our house where we can throw away our food scraps. You could create a wormery to see how food waste is broken down. And recycle. If you can't reuse it, recycle it. Sort your waste to see what can be recycled. Recycling materials uses less energy than creating them. Everyone needs to use energy, which means everyone will have a carbon footprint. A simple act of planting a tree can help offset your carbon footprint. Some people call this having green fingers. So get gardening. If you have a garden, get out into the garden and plant. Or we have our school garden. Not only will your environment look better, you'll be getting exercise and you will feel better too. You don't need lots of space. Just a plant pot and some compost should get you started. Plant a tree. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen. Planting a tree will help restore the balance in the atmosphere. And task 2. What is your carbon footprint? So use the questions on the left of the column and the sentence starters, and then the word back on the right, and have a think to yourself, what was your result and how could you reduce it? And then your challenge, what is carbon dioxide and how does it damage the environment? So pause the slideshow here and take your time to do this independent activity. Our future learning. Here is a review of the lesson and an opportunity for you to test your key knowledge. Pause the slideshow here and have a go at answering these questions. When you are ready, click resume. Were you correct? So, our carbon footprint, the amount of carbon you produce as a result of your daily activities. How can you improve it? Maybe by traveling by foot rather than car, only buying stuff that you will use, using energy-saving light bulbs, eating seasonally or planting a tree. And how do your actions impact the world? Everything that we do has an impact on the environment. Well done, Year 3. You have listened very well, and I hope that this session was incredibly useful for you and allowing you to think about your own carbon footprint. Some objectives coming next to explain how we can make our environment sustainable in order to help the world.